set is called. Oath of the Gate Crash. I don't even know what sets are called anymore. Ravnica Allegiance, that's the one. Alright, new league. Paradoxical outcome. Why no mental misstep? So, you mean in this PO list? Some PO lists play like exactly one mental misstep, which seems more of like, yeah, like it's more of a hypothetical value thing, like a philosophical inclusion. I'm on the draw with library. This is not a drill. Let's hope I'm not playing against shops. So the one of mental misstep seems like more of a philosophical inclusion than an actual function. Like what is one misstep going to do? Are you going to tutor for that in case they have Pyroblast? Like, I'd rather just have another action card. I like one Flusterstorm because that's powerful enough to actually blast through a Force of Will. Uh-oh, the split power set. All right, we are against shops. Oh, and they have a Wasteland. Balls. I was warned that we are playing against shops. All right, good luck in your league. Or good luck in whatever you're doing. See you later. All right, so this sphere is kind of stupid. So I can play out these two Moxes and avoid the Wasteland in the process. And then I get to play top next turn and start spinning. Unfortunately, this library is not going to help me this game. It could draw a card right now, then immediately go in my graveyard. But that's not what I want to be doing. Yeah, good luck eating dinner. I hope it goes well for you. All right, so this build has one main deck Hercules Recall. So I'm motivated to find that. I really don't want to get revoked right now. That would be the worst thing that could happen. Shit. All right, that's okay though. We can still cast the top with 2 lands and Mox Opal's active to start spinning. Oh, they named Mox Opal. Okay, we don't even have to do that. We just get our mana. Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on the hope these things don't happen plan. All right, so I get to play Jet. And they missed their land drop. So I'm going to run this library out there, see if I can bait a Wasteland activation. Though I doubt I can. Like, why would they ever do that when they're missing land drops? Seems super sketch. This hand's got a lot of mana, but no action. Hopefully top can help me get there before I'm locked the rest of the way out. And I have 2 fetch lands to go with the top, so I'm going to see a lot of cards here. I don't love shops. I like that I'm playing a blue deck with a good shops matchup. That feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't count. So I'm going to need to clear this sphere before I get to do anything else this game. And if they have a second Revoker, they're going to have to think really hard about whether they're going to try to turn off mana or stop me from spinning. All right, well, I'm going to spin in response anyway. Oh, a Sapphire and a Preordain. I like all of that. All right, resolves. Let's see. I hope they do go for top. I kind of want all my mana. Yeah, they should cut off the top. I believe that is the correct play. But I'm glad they didn't, because I do want this mana available. All right, so I'm actually going to ponder first because I know I want my top card and I might want to shuffle away the other ones. Sapphire Probe. Yeah, I don't need a probe. Do not shuffle the library. Cast this Mox. Cast this Preordain. Oh shit, I was supposed to shuffle in between. I just wasted this Preordain. That was really bad. Whoops. Yeah, I was supposed to crack my fetch and see 2 fresh cards off the Preordain. That was a waste. Night's Whisper was a good find, though. As long as we don't get Sphered again. Here comes Sphere again. It seems like they're just locked out by their own Sphere currently, so we need to get something happening before they draw land. Yeah, Jitte would be just tearing me apart right here. If these things were attacking for 6 instead of 2. And like, if I draw Mentor right now, they could just get wrecked. Chalice on 1. Okay. That's probably not the number I would have named, but I guess I have all these Moxen in play already. All right, so 1, 2, 3, draw 2. PO and Mana Crypt. I mean, that's pretty good. So the Sapphire, I get a land drop still. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana available. All right, maybe I have to wait a turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short of redeploying all my artifacts. So next turn I get to go nutty if they don't do something stupid before then. I could even end step it and see where I end up. Or like in response to a Sphere. Though all of those lines have the same problem of I don't have mana to redeploy. All right, so now it's time to figure out, does it make sense to end step this PO? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would draw 6 in the end step. So if I draw Hercule's Recall, I could go again. All right, yeah, I think it does make sense to end step this. Especially being at 6 and having this crypt in play. Like, let's avoid that if possible. All right, I found the Hercules. And I found another PO. All right, we should be able to do this from here. Herc the Jerk. Yep. It's go time. Are they going to wasteland me? The Pride Wasteland? No, all right. All right, so I even get to get extra cards and mana off this Voltaic Key plus Time Vault, or Mana Vault combo. Tons and tons of mana. Don't even need to spin the top because we're just going to draw all the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're drawing 9 cards off this PO. 8 from the PO, 1 from the top. All right, what did we find? All right, you got repeal, time walk, dig. All right, let's go. Let's go again. I have merchant scroll in hand, so I can find another PO and just go again. Do 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 do. I still haven't made a land drop either, and I have Yogwill. Yeah, this is dumb. We're off and running. I get another PO. Untap Time Vault, or Mana Vault. The Vault theme deck. What happens if I draw Blightsteel? Then I discard it to hand size and kill them with Monastery Mentor. Yeah, or I hard cast it and cast Time Walk. That also works here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards coming into the hand. Blightsteel's actually awesome because it makes sure I can't deck myself. All right, so there's Mentor. Oh, get to draw another card. All right, so now I have Mentor and Time Walk in hand. All right, so Mentor. Let's see if they'll give me the graciousness of a concession here, or if they're going to make me click this out. All right, they're salty. They're making me do it. All right, no, they didn't. Tutor for Tinker, Blightsteel, Time Walk also works, or I could just kill them with Mentor. Like, once you start doing that, you can just pick your favorite win condition. I could have tinkered for Time Vault and then just killed them over 10 turns with Snapcaster Mage. Like, I can do whatever I want at that point. All right, so in come the Hercs and the Fragmentize. Flusterstorm's out. Knight's Whisper is pretty clunky against this deck. I don't love Mystical Tutor either. Or Mystical Tutor can get Tinker. I don't like Merchant Scroll. So 4 cards in, and I need these islands. Yeah, like, yeah, you should wait to see the win condition, of course. Like, it's not guaranteed that it's going to work. But it's reasonable to concede once you see the win condition. All right, this bonus top can get out. And I gotta cut one more thing. I'm not super fluent with sideboarding with this build. Like, I just started messing with like the Tinker Blightsteel version recently. So I'm not super fluid. Yeah, I've seen that too. Like, sometimes I just cast PO and like they force it and I Flusterstorm, then they concede. And it's like, that's Ancestral Recall. Do you concede Ancestral Recall? Like, no? Then settle down. All right, Mystical Tutor might be bad too. All right, this looks fine. Let's do it. I played a league the other day, or maybe it was the challenge. I played the challenge and I just had like a turn 1 Blightsteel against Shops. That felt pretty great. So I'm on the draw against Shops. I have no fast mana and no counterspell. I'm going to mulligan this. All right, this one has fast mana. Still not super exciting, but it's not just dead either. I'm 1 artifact away from Vamp Tutoring or a a black land away. Oh yeah, you never concede to a Vault Key when they have Mana Crypt. Make them show it to you. I just noticed my opponent's name is Grumpy Topdecker. We played against, what was that other person's name? Like, Rage Machine? We're playing against all sorts of ragers tonight. Self-proclaimed ragers. Alright, they're on 4 though, and they scryed to the bottom. Let's not lose to a mull to 4, though it could totally happen. Alright, that wasn't Null Rod. Yeah, pour that salt in here. Alright, so I could Vamp Tutor for... Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm going to play out these Mox in and just hold up Vamp Tutor. And I can Vamp Tutor for Mana Crypt and then go off next turn if they don't have some disruptive piece. And if they do have a disruptive piece, I could go for whatever answers it. Alright, hopefully they just have nothing and I get to just go off turn 2. And by go off, I mean draw 3 cards. And then see what happens from there. Phyrexian Revoker. Lame. Alright, they're going to get to turn off one of my Moxes. Luckily, I don't care. Like, my line still works. Like, Vamp Tutor for Mana Crypt still makes 4 mana next turn. And draws 3 cards. Though... No, I'm going to Vamp Tutor for Tinker and just kill my opponent. That's a better plan. So I can Tinker for Blightsteel, and then they die. Yeah, this time Sapphire was right. Last game, Opal was better. Alright, let's hope they don't have Metamorph as their 1 card in hand. Well, that's dangerous. Alphabetically, Black Lotus is right next to Blightsteel Colossus. I really did not want to Tinker for a Lotus. Yeah, it was kind of greedy. He went for Opal both games when it wasn't on yet, which is like planning for next turn when like Shops' job is to not die this turn. Alright, so my opponent is not just dead. Like, they could block with a Factory and take 8 poison. I guess they could take 7 poison. They can block with 1 and then pump it with both. So they could take 7 poison. Their 2 cards in hand are going to have to be good, though. Phyrexian Metamorph just resets this board. Like, I attack, he blocks, they trade, they get shuffled in, and then we're right back where we started. Alright, we got the scoop. So that's the power of the Tinker package and the card negative tutors. Like, I was able to, instead of go get Mana Crypt, PO, hope it works, I was able to just, like, kill my opponent. Yeah, Tinker is a speed demon. Showcase the strength of Tinker against the Shops deck. We just had a turn 3 victory. Effectively turn 2, but literally turn 3. They did mull to 4 though, so I'll take it. Oh, I'm playing against Thomas Mishin. This is a known Legacy Wizard. I believe we're in the mirror, or something very close to the mirror. He was tweeting earlier looking for a vintage list, and Cyrus gave him PO. Alright, this hand does some stuff. I don't need this land. So I'm pretty far from a PO here, because I have no artifacts. Though I'm going to need a couple turns to set up here, and hope I don't die. If he just has it, we're dead. All right, I guess I can F6. He knows the hand. We can let him have it. Yeah, they did mull to 4 and then also punt. All right, so preordained top bottom no land drop. Perfect. That's all right. We got brainstorm. We'll get rid of that guy pretty soon. Maybe he's on show and tell and we just get to win. All right, I'm gonna put Emerald in my hand because I am gonna need some mana eventually. Need some artifacts to win this game. I could Merchant Scroll for Ancestral Recall next turn now that I have this Emerald in hand. I'm going to Merchant Scroll for Ancestral next turn. All right, they top bottom the Preordain again, and this time they made a land drop. Ooh, Academy is a powerful card. All right, we're in the tank about Mox Emerald. If they have Spell Pierce, it would probably be pretty smart to counter this. Though that would be a savage move. Ancestral Recall. I do recall. I'm not going to show him this Academy yet. No reason to give away that information for free. Let's see, do you have a Force of Will? Them having Force of Will isn't that bad. Oh, Force Pitching Dak. Okay, they are not in the mirror. All right, they might just be Xerox, which makes all of this much worse. Though turning Ancestral Recall into Hymn to Turok against Xerox feels pretty good. Getting dacked is going to suck, though. Like, they pitched one Dak. All right, blue, blue, blue. Either they tapped wrong or this is not Dak. It's probably Cruise. It is Dig. Yeah, okay, so we're playing against Xerox. This is not the mirror. So that play is good, Oz, but I still have Mystical Tutor to shuffle if I really need to shuffle away stuff. And going for the, like they are a Strip Mine deck. All right, so I'm going to get rid of Blightsteel Colossus and Tundra. Then I'm going to cast Sensei's Top. Then I'm going to cast Mystical Tutor. Then I'm going to Night's Whisper. Yeah, all right, so what do I want with this thing? Mystical Tutor can get... I already have PO. Maybe I want the Flusterstorm to make sure all this happens. So I'm going to get this card and one random off the Night's Whisper. Time Walk doesn't help me. Tinker is really dangerous against the Dak deck. Maybe I do just get the Flusterstorm and go for it next turn. Though there's nothing to really go for next turn if they cast Dak and take my Emerald. I could get Dig. Dig's probably better. All right, and Voltaic Key is in hand now. All right. Yeah, we want to try to wiggle a Vault Key through their wall of stuff. Jace the Mind Sculptor, okay. We got our work cut out for us, team. So we can stick Mentor, or we can wiggle Vault Key through, and Blightsteel is not a good situation right now. So we're not doing Blightsteel. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Get to leave Ancestral in there. I do play one Snapcaster Mage in this deck. All right, they had a Force of Will. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, that's countered. I can PO to draw 3 cards though, or 4 cards. All right, they didn't have a misstep. Boop, 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 draw 4. All right, we get to Time Walk and do it all again. And by do it all again, I mean untap. We're fairly confident at this point they're out of counter spells. Because they would have countered that PO. Come on, Time Vault. All right, so I'm going to preordain first. Oh, they're just conceding. All right, another super preemptive concession. All right. We would have had a lot of looks for Time Vault that turn, but like, okay. I would also accept a concession. All right, so I'm going to bring in Fragmentize because sometimes they have Null Rod. Yeah, with an active Jace, like, that was a really preemptive concession. For sure. All right, Flusterstorm, Mystic Remora, Balance, Fragmentize. I can take out Herx. I don't like Mystical Tutor. It gets countered by Misstep, it gets countered by Pyroblast, gets countered by Flusterstorm, and also is card negative. All right, what else don't I like? I don't like Blightsteel Colossus against the Dak Faden deck, which means Tinker goes out too. So that package just goes out, and we can try to assemble Vault Key or Mentor with just our draw engine. Yeah, I like this deck. No, we have Vault Key and Snapcaster. And then Yogwill to fire back any of them that we need to. Oh, this is not a good hand. So what does this hand actually do, though? I can cast Remora, Gitaxian Probe, and Mana Vault, and I get a Scry. But Remora is pretty bad when my only mana source is Black Lotus. All right, I'm going to try this. I might get punished hard and fast by this. Yeah, Snapcaster can also kill my opponent in this deck. I hope I don't get Gitaxian probed. I don't want them to see this hand I kept. But I'm just going to draw Academy and win easily, so don't worry about it. No sweat. Show me your secrets. Uh-oh, Null Rod. All right, we found a land. All right, so they have Force of Will, Brainstorm, Null Rod, Pyroblast, and some other stuff. All right, so yeah, never didn't have it. That's exactly right. That's the motto on this stream. All right, I'm going to jam Black Lotus. Blue, blue, blue. Mystic Remora. They're probably going to Pyroblast this. They should. They can't really beat it. I hope they're really scared of what's left in my hand in this 2 floating mana. Wow, Brainstorm in response. I don't like that. Like, I wouldn't make that play. That's what I mean. I like a lot that he actually did it. Resolves, resolves, resolves. Wow. I'm very surprised by that and happy. All right, so this is a little awkward because I want to cast Vampiric Tutor, but I also want to fragmentize the Null Rod. All right, I think having access to fragmentize is more important. Jet and top. All right, so top, top, top. All right, so I think I want to also cast Mana Vault. Yeah, I'll put Vault out there too. So we'll see if they want to try to wait out this Remora or if they're going to jam Null Rod into it. All right, they're going to try to wait it out. That's probably smart. But I know Mox Jet is my top card. And then the Mox Jet can spin the top. Mox Jet can also cast Vampiric Tutor. I could vamp for Academy and just keep this Remora in play forever. That sounds pretty good. That also makes Flusterstorm pretty bad. They would probably fluster the Vamp Tutor, which is fine, because then I draw a card, and then I get to spin my tops anyway. All right, so that was a value. They knew that card from Brainstorm. All right, Vampiric Tutor, find me the Academy. All right, where are you, Tolarian Academy? There you are. Let's hope they don't play Thought Scour. But I guess I would draw the card anyway. Yeah, they are playing this game where they're going to try to fight this ignore the Mystic Remora. Like the two ways to beat the play against Mystic Remora are to ignore it or try to bleed it out. And neither one is a particularly winning line. So now Remora is going to be in play for a while, unless he's got Wasteland or Strip Mine in hand. Oh, just the Ambush Viper Snapcaster Mage. I'm under the gun now. You got me. Yeah, drawing Time Vault naturally and then skipping a turn, so you just get to like hide behind Remora for another turn, is a totally reasonable line. And super sweet. I love when it's correct to activate Time Vault the hard way. Force of Will, Mana Crypt, Flusterstorm. I'll draw the Flusterstorm next. Clabian27, thanks for the follow. All right, I know I don't have mana. It's cool. All right, so the Mana Vault being under that, it sucks that I didn't find action, but that does give Remora a lot more life. So I get to spin into a fresh card this turn. These Snapcaster beats, they'll eventually matter, but not for a little while. What I want to do is find a paradoxical outcome and then I'll pay for Remora one more turn and then upkeep the PO in the future. Oh, can I cast this Night's Whisper? Not yet. All right. One, two, three, four. Yes. No. Draw. Oh, I could have cast Night's Whisper this turn if I tapped Tundra instead of Moxjet. So that was a mistake. I should probably be spinning top more aggressively than I am too. Like if I found PO right there, I could have made plays. All right, so I'm gonna go to 9. I'm 3 flips away from dead. I just really want to force a fight over a PO. All right, so this is Night's Whisper. I should have spun in response. All right, there's a Force of Will floating, so I'm just gonna... Ooh, Force of Will and PO. Nice. So is that actually good? What does that do for me? All right, well, I'm gonna cast this Force of Will. Let's hope they fight over it. I want to draw some extra cards here. All right, Null Rod's out of the hand. We know Pyroblast is there, and Flusterstorm. Yeah, if I had spun my top in a smarter way, that like top could still be in play right now. All right, there's the Flusterstorm. Yes, I would like to use this ability. Okay. I could pay for these. Does that make sense? Like, I'm drawing PO next turn. But that's not going to help. Right, so I can fragmentize PO. Well, this is kind of close and interesting. So I could pay for this Fluster. All right, I'm not going to do that. They can have Null Rod. I'm going to cast Fragmentize. Mr. Grimoire is going to go. Yeah, he doesn't realize that the PO fight is coming right now, though. So, oh, he has Force of Will in hand, though, so maybe he does know that. Let's win this flip. Won the flip. All right. We got another turn to breathe. If he forces Fragmentize, we're fucked. That's just my answer to that question. Yeah, I guess I should have fought more here. All right, so I'll bait out the Force of Will here. And then Fragmentize and try to do something else next turn. All right, Force Pitching Preordain. All right, let's hope I'm not dead. Yeah, I should have paid for that that Flusterstorm because I knew about the Force. Like, I think I could win that turn. He would need another Force of Will to not lose that turn. Oh, Ancestral Recall, yep. All right, I needed, should have paid for Flusterstorm. For some reason, I thought that he did not have Force anymore, but he totally did. All right, so we got to draw something real good, and Fragmentize has to resolve. Yeah. Strictly better than Soul Ring. Alright, hope this works. I don't have a backup plan. Oh, they had a misstep. Alright, we're dead. Okay, should have fought over that a little harder. Alright, so... I mean, we knew they had it all, though. Like, he's just had 8 cards in hand the entire game. And wasn't making land drops, so we knew they were all spells. But I didn't even play around the card that I knew he had, which was Force of Will, so I definitely punted that one. Alright, so showed me Null Rod. Do I want a second hurt answer to Null Rod? I don't think so. Nah, 2's enough. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what Xerox does. They just sculpt and sculpt. All right, let's try to turn 1 this and hope they don't have Force of Will. One. All right. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can play around Mental Misstep. I don't think I can. All right, so I play the Soul Ring. If they misstep it, I cast Night's Whisper. If they don't, I cast PO. All right, so they didn't misstep that. All right, this can get me an extra card. All right, no PO, one-time dealer. Or no Force of Will. We know there's a PO. Resolves. Shit. They had Force. Force, pitching Force. They had Forces for days. All right. Let's hope they don't have a turn 1 Null Rod here. Because Night's Whisper is actually pretty good at rebuilding, and I have a ton of mana to fight through soft counters. That was kind of fun, though, while it lasted. Force pitching Force is concerning. It means that was... They just have a ton more Forces. All right, they top-bottomed. They liked one of those cards. Time Vault. Ooh, Yogg-Whale's a card. Doesn't help me currently. Let's just whisper into the night. See what happens. If their hand is Force of Will and Null Rod... Oh, shit. That's a lot of black cards. So I can cast one of them now. I can use Key to untap Jet and cast Vampiric Tutor. That's probably worth doing, but I'm going to wait for their turn to do it. I mean, Force is frequently the worst blue card, though. Like, unless my hand is like PO, they don't really care. Alright, don't Null Rod me, bro. Young Pyromancer is fine. Null Rod is bad. Ancient Grudge. Alright. I have a response. Vamp Tutor. Alright, I'm just going to get Time Vault and hope it works. Alright, don't have another Force of Will opponent. That would be 3 in the top 11 cards. Did we do it? Did we do it? No! If only Yawgmoth's Will was blue. That's alright. All those cards are sitting in the graveyard. If we find black mana, we can just Yawgmoth it all back. Right, they got 2 cards left. Oh, Ancient Grudge is still in the graveyard, though, so that doesn't work anymore. God, is this Dak? Fuck. We're so dead. I guess I can win if I draw Black Lotus right now. Like, I just win on the spot. Black Lotus. Oh, right on time. Alright. This is a tilter. We were so close in so many ways. We still win if we draw Black Lotus, though. Why would you steal the key? Like, they can actually use this. They can't use that. Alright, Ancient Grudge kills that. That's fine. That doesn't change my draw Black Lotus plan. Alright, it's time to rip Lotus and win the game. Black Lotus? Alright, that's not it. Alright, we're still 1 land away. Like, next turn if we draw land, we can... Now we're in a bunch of trouble. Yeah, we are super, super dead. Another Dak, huh? Backup, Dak up. They can steal the key, and then I would have to Herc. Alright. Yeah, like, Soul Ring stops me from casting any more spells. Like I would have won last turn if I still had Soul Ring. Like, I would have cast the Yawgwill and then, like, Mox, Time Vault, take all the turns. Black Lotus is still my best draw. Mox Pearl, right on time. Alright, so I can Night's Whisper. Maybe that's as good as it's going to get. Yeah, it's not getting any better with this Dak active over here. So I'm going to Mox, Night's Whisper. I'm not going to put the Time Vault into play. Then they could steal with Dak and kill me with my own Vault Key. I guess the question is, do I Whisper or do I Tutor? I guess I could Tutor for Ancestral, but then I have to wait a turn, and that gets countered by Misstep, Pyroblast, everything. All right, I'm going to Whisper. We could even draw Ancestral. Or Black Lotus. Ooh, I still had a land drop. That's cool. I forgot about that. All right, now we get to also Vamp Tutor. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's power through this shit. All right, so what do I want to get here? I have Force, blue card at the ready. Ancestral is the weakest to all of their counter spells. I have a PO in hand. Maybe I'm just supposed to get Ancestral. Or I could get Mana Crypt and just make sure this PO is big. So I would have to force pitching Dig if they cast Null Rod. And I only have one force up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I do just go for the Ancestral. I'll cast an Ancestral as bait and then get him with the PO. Right, Snap can't get there anymore because, well, yeah. The Time Vault is in my graveyard. I have no way to get it back into my deck. I could Hercules recall them to get my key back. Nope, I have no Hercules in the decks. Yeah, my Hercules are all gone. So yeah, I have to kill with Mentor now. And it has to be fair and square. I can't take all the turns. Yeah, Remora doesn't help me here because they have DAC active. Like, it's my job to win the game. I am the beatdown. Oh god, what is this shit? Is this like Biforce? Ancient Grudge. That's rough. Alright, well, I'm not going to force a will that. This Ancestral is just going to have to be good. PO is now exclusively Force of Will food. Yeah, I just have to hope they have no bolts. Alright, go, Gadget, Ancestral Recall. I have to imagine at least one of the cards in their hand counters this. I'm going to pitch the PO. I'm getting low on artifacts to bounce. Another Whisper. Or I could dig first. Now I'm going to Whisper first. Finding another blue source lets me also dig. I could scroll. Yeah, I have a white source now. All right, I'm going to scroll. So Paradoxical Outcome's pretty bad at this point. Repeal is good. It could get me my key back or my Soul Ring, and it's a cantrip. I have 2 counter spells. Yeah, I'm going to grab Repeal. That tells my opponent Dig's already in my hand, though. This has been an awesome match. Like, no matter how this ends up going at this point, this was sweet. Yeah, so repealing Soul Ring is like drawing 2 cards and making a mana. All right, that's the 3rd deck. They're out of those. Not that I can remove the one that's already in play. Next turn it gets to steal my Emerald, though. Preordain went top bottom into another Preordain. Top. They liked all those. Null Rod. I don't like that. But I have Repeal in my hand. Maybe I force... No, he can have that. I have the Repeal. It's not what I wanted to use it for, but it's there. Let's just draw Mentor and win. All right, so Null Rod's in play. Yeah, getting Tinker countered sucks. And what sucks even more is getting your Blightsteel Colossus stolen by DAC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dig. They have 1 card in hand. I can fluster it. Maybe I should fetch for Tundra because Demonic Tutor is a card I actually want. Like if I draw a Demonic Tutor, I want to be able to cast it. And they are now hellbent. I don't care if Dax steals my Mox Emerald anymore because Null Rod's in play. Monastery Mentor, hello. And Force of Will, hello. All right, we got a plan. It involves passing the turn, but I have 2 forces. All right. I suddenly feel favored in this game somehow. I just got to make sure I can win in 6 minutes. That gets pretty interesting now, because if they draw like Pyroblast, like a card they actually want, then plus DAC is just mill 2. I don't want them to find a threat like Snapcaster or Young Pyromancer. Though I guess I don't care. Like, I'm going to overpower a Young Pyromancer, and that doesn't counter any of my spells. All right, you can ponder. That's fine. I'll just force whatever they ponder into. Like, they can only pass the turn with 1 card in hand, unless they, like, ponder into Ancestral Recall. And I'll just force the shit out of that. All right, they're looting. Yeah, 2 forces, Mentor, Brainstorm, Repeal. This is game 3. I won game 1. I'm pretty sure. That is my memory of events. Yeah, there would not be time for a game 3. All right, so there's Young Pyromancer. Time to just beat that guy up. Always yield, always yield. Speed click time. Boop, boop, boop. Shelf your library, no. Preordain finds me a land and puts PO to the bottom. Bottom, top. Land for turn. There's still a basic in the deck. I have force, blue card ready, and my opponent is hellbent. Let's do this. This was a sweet one, but I feel like we're doing it. We've both seen more than half our decks at this point. That's pretty awesome. All right, they bend a Mox Emerald and a Strip Mine. All right, I have Brainstorm plus Shuffle ready. Oh, Preordain is nice. So there's a secret. If you click the Mentor trigger first, the rest auto stack. So there's a speed secret here for speed running Mentor clicks. Whoa, DT and Fluster. I'm going to top both of those. Just attack my opponent with all my creatures. Yeah, I still don't care about Dak. I could spend a turn killing Dak, but my hand has so much counter magic in it. I think we're okay. They only have 3 mana here because of their own Null Rod. Yeah, I have to be mindful of the crackback, but I can make 3 tokens at instant speed. All right, they discarded a force. They realized that part of the game is over. All right, you got 2 cards left. What are they? Treasure Cruise, huh? Its Storm is 1. All right, so I'm going to Brainstorm in response and then Fluster this. I'm going to repeal their token so they have one less blocker. That's my plan here. All right, Crypt and D-Tutor can go on top. I can fluster this thing. They don't have 3 mana to pay. Oh God, come on, Fluster Storm, let's go. Oh, this is a sweater. I hope they don't have Fluster Storm. All right, we did it. Overpowered Xerox with our control deck, our PO control deck. That was a crazy match. That was so crazy. Yeah, so we just managed to ram spells onto the stack until they were out of cards in hand, and then we won. Yeah, that was really long. That was a crazy good match. Ooh. I need a bathroom break after that match. Here's the deck. I'll be right back. Yeah, Oz, that's a good observation. Like, I was able to play that game in a way that made me look like a Xerox deck. And when it came down to it, the win condition in my Xerox deck was Monastery Mentor, and the win condition in theirs was Young Pyromancer. And also, they had to play the whole game as if they could die on any turn, because they could. Like my only job in that match was to jam threats onto the stack. And their job was to make sure they didn't lose and then also win somehow. So if we are able to settle into the like Xerox mirror, like quote unquote Xerox mirror style games, then maybe we're favored long term. But you definitely have to sideboard to be less of a balls out control deck. Yeah, PO is way more fun. And we just got to steal game one. Like, we just crushed them game one. He also conceded like super early game one. Maybe it would have taken me 3 minutes to go off, even if I won that turn. Like, it could have taken me 3 minutes to go off, and then he would have won that game on a timeout. So, it's your tiny percentages there. All right, Breba 20 is the opponent. This is probably going to be my last match of the night. I'm not going to be able to finish this league. Oh, we got Library on the draw again, and Ancestral Recall in the hand. All right. Please be a blue deck. Please be a blue deck. All right. Polluted Delta go. That's exactly what I want to see with this kind of hand. Oh, I'm actually going to draw a card right now and play my Mox Jet because I have Vampiric Tutor in hand. Am I getting stifled? What's happening here? Why did they fetch in response to that? Ancestral Recall in response. Okay. We both had pretty good opening hands here. This looks like Xerox again. Xerox is all over it. Oh, he's also a streamer. Xerox is all over these queues. Oh, Oath of Druids. Okie dokie, artichoke. All right, so I'm gonna vamp in response, see what happens here. All right, so now what? My vamp resolved. Yeah, I love Oath of Druids. That's one of my favorite decks of all time. I think I'm gonna get... All right, so how do I... Is there a reasonable route to winning the game next turn? I don't think that there is. I don't have a... I can get repeal and try to repeal the oath. And that buys me a little bit of time, but that's all it does. I could get the key and dig for the vault and hope that they're just oathing into Inferno Titan and I'm not just dead. I could get Tinker and hope that Blightsteel Colossus beats whatever they oath into. This is kind of tough. I could get Time Walk and just draw a bunch of cards and see where it goes. You think Tinker is best? I mean, I lose to Force of Will regardless. So like, how do I get to play the most game here? Vault and Key. Yes, they play Inferno Titan. Caracas is a thing I could get and try to bounce a Grizzlebrand or a Niv Mizzet. Yeah, the problem is I'm kind of stuck on blue mana here. Or mana in general. I think I'm going to get Time Walk. Because I'm going to get to draw a card from library and a card for turn. And then Time Walk and do it again. Let's draw a card. All right, we're halfway there. Let's take a walk. Hope this works. All right, time to beat down. All right, so I can Ancestral looking for Mana Source Key. Yeah, repealing the oath was an option. I didn't want to like just die instantly to Force of Will though. All right, so I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna Ancestral Recall. If he's got a counterspell, now's the time. All right, force pitching Dak, okay. Yeah, everything loses to force. That's certainly true. Let's draw some more cards. All right, so let's just... I have the Caracas now, through no fault of my own. Merchant Scroll can't get Tinker, it only gets instants. So let's hope it's Niv Mizzet. Like Grizzlebrand, I can bounce. Okay, sweet. It was Niv Mizzet. We still have a chance. As long as we don't get like combo killed right now. Tinker is a sorcery because it's already stupid enough. That's the answer to your question. All right. Don't time walk me. Fuck. All right, now we're pretty dead. All right, so time walk deals 5. I go to 8. He draws, I go to 7. All right, there's another one of those. And another oath, just bonus oath. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, the second oath will see that a creature's already in play. Oh wait, he can float with Orchard and put 2 more animals into play? Okay, that does do something. That's pretty awesome. All right, here comes everything in the deck. Uh-oh, Archon. I definitely can't beat that. Maybe that's not true. I can totally beat that. If I assemble Vault Key, I can still win. Is this opponents or players? Players, okay. So players can't cast instants. And what is the last animal? Grizzlebrand, okay. That was pretty scary. That time walk was brutal. Like, we were okay with if they didn't time walk. Niv is castable, that's the difference. Like, Archon and Niv, you could just, like, tap mana and put them into play. That is the big difference between the two. All right, draw 7. Oh, yeah, I die. That's a cool combo. Yeah, that fucking time walk. We were fine without that. We would have won that game next turn. All right. Grafdigger's Cage. Blightsteel is out. They showed me that deck. I'm not doing that. Fragmentize is in. Remora and Flusterstorm are in. Urkel's Recall's out. Yeah. the best friends crew of those 2 cards. I don't like Mystical. And top might be a little mopey. Oh, I cut the Blightsteel, so I cut the Tinker. Wait, whoa. I just cut Mentor by accident. That was supposed to be Tinker. I still want Mentor. That was a mistake. I don't play that many 3-drops, just clicking them at random. No, I definitely need Mentor. That would have been a nightmare. All right, some Oath decks care about the graveyard. I don't think this one does. At least not to the point where I would want graveyard hate. Yeah, we don't have many win conditions. All right, let's do this. Oh, you know this guy. That's cool. All right, I have 2 Preordains and a Vamp or a D-Tutor. I'm gonna keep this. I need an artifact off this Preordain to get D-Tutor online, but this hand has a lot of potential. A lot of busted cards. Ooh, I kind of like all of this. All right, so I can cast Remora next turn. so no more secrets. Oh god, are they casting Jace right now? Well, we got vintaged, everyone. The old Black Lotus Jace the Mind Sculptor start. Gitaxian Probe to make sure the coast is clear. Bang bang, skeet skeet. Yep, thoroughly vintaged. Oath of Druid seems unbeatable when they do stuff like that, but then sometimes they have hands that just don't function. Yeah, that's also how I win matches. Like, that's what we sign up for. Vintaging. Mental misstep, blah, blah, blah. Jesus, okay. All right. We're pretty dead. Turn 1 Jace, double misstep. So that's the power of Vintage. They've cast 5 spells, and it's turn 1. They've cast 5 spells and drawn 4 cards, and it's turn 1. 5 cards, excuse me. Oh, are we just, do we just have Oath now too? Yep. We've got it all. So I need a land. Yeah, we're like preordained and they're like Oath. So I need a land, I need a mana source right now. So I can detutor for Grafdigger's Cage. Though I have no illusions that that's going to be good enough against this Jace. Mox? Land? Land Mox? Alright, I drew a Mox. Yeah, preordain, Jace. Let's just hope they don't have Force of Will. Where are these things? I brought them in, right? Oh, there they are. All right. Please don't have another counterspell. You've cast 2 already. How perfect could this hand be? All right. So if they have a... if they have a way to kill this cage in response to the Oath trigger, they win. Yeah, they could claim it, like right now. All right, it looks like they don't have it. They just passed priority. Another cool trick you can do against Grafdigger's Cage is just trigger your Oath anyway. It mills everything until you hit the creature. Then you just draw the creature and you can show and tell it. I don't even know if this deck plays that many missteps. Like, how do you have room for more than 2 missteps in your deck that has to play 4 Oaths and 3 monsters? Though we're still just getting crushed by this Jace. Like, make no mistake. We are still miles behind. Artifact mana? Yes. All right, so we can PO now. And or dig. Yeah, we're starting to get there. Though they have 5 cards in hand and they've activated Jace 3 times. So how far can you actually hope to get? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can dig and hope to find any artifact to start a PO. Oh, I guess I need to tap one of these for blue, though. All right, let's go dig. Find some artifacts. I mean, this is greedy, but we're way behind, so whatever. All right, they had Pyroblast. All right, they did not have the claim last turn. All right, looks like they still don't. Pass priority again. All right, this turn we get to PO. And they have to do something different with Jace or they're going to lose it. Like, Jace is now under threat from combat. Yeah, Cage not being blue and D-Tutor not being blue was how we threaded the needle there. This Cage has been really good, though. It does turn off Snapcaster and Yogg-Will. We got to remember that if we get to a point where we start going off. But PO will bounce Cage immediately. All right, so they plus target... Oh, they plus targeting me. Okay, that's weird. I would have plus targeting themselves. But I guess if they have a counterspell in hand, then they know they're safe. Oh god, don't cast spells. Dak Faden, no! Okay, sweet. They did plus mode. I need all these artifacts for any chance at all. Though, they've drawn so many cards. Dak is very powerful in this format for sure. When everyone's lands are also artifacts, Dak just being like a 3-mana Annex is pretty insane. And then he just loots forever. Vote on Dak ban. I could see Dak being restricted someday, but I don't know. Alright, so I want Flusterstorm. That's my draw. Flusterstorm. Alright, well, here it is. That was the best possible draw. Unfortunately, PO can't bounce tokens, or else I would pick this up too. Alright. They had a force. They always have a force. Force pitched Jace. Alright, they even had a backup Jace. Alright. Attack Jace the Mind Sculptor. Keep it up, little buddy. Alright, so our hand's really good. Just, we're facing down Jace. Like, if the same game occurs, like I jam the same sequence, but they don't have Jace, the game's long over in my favor. But, ladies and gentlemen, Jace the Mind Sculptor on turn 1. Welcome to Vintage. Maybe Dak will steal my Grafdigger's Cage. That would be great. Alright, more lands. Alright, they stole. Finally stole. I guess they couldn't steal last turn because the Spirit would kill Dak. That makes sense that they plussed first. Maybe I should have attacked Dak then. If I had thought of that, I could have played better. Repeal, huh? Alright. I'm going to repeal my Mox Pearl. Oh, not with white mana, I'm not. Dak is the most powerful unrestricted card. Oh, baby. Did we do it? Probably not. But, all right, let me get my cheeky little attack in here first. Attack Jace, get him back to 1, and try this again. Resolves, resolves, resolves. They can't Snapcaster. They did play a 5th land, though, so they could force here. Ooh, it resolved. And we got another one. Oh, my spells are resolving pretty quick. They're F6'd over there. One, two, three, four. All right, preordain first. bottom, bottom. Another cage, all right. That's more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, off we go. All right, that's a key. I don't have a land drop yet, and Academy's already in play. So right, I'm gonna Whisper. Ooh, Time Walk's good. It's not great, but it's good. It kills Jace. Kills Oath. Another Underground Sea. Take a walk. And I think that's all I can do this turn. I hope we can pay off with this. Gonna need something good though. Another payoff. What? My opponent just informed me that they hate PO. Yeah, so now Jace is dead. I still have all these cages. I can hard cast Force of Will. I'm not going to play this key because I don't want to lose it to Dak. Yeah, combo decks hating other combo decks. That's the world we live in. Cage, cage. Land drop. Mana Vault. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I can hardcast both of these forces. All right, unfortunately, we still need another payoff. Like, this deck is going to draw some more gas, I'm sure. All right, so I hate Dredge, damn it, you know that. I mean, I'm fine that it exists. Like, it's totally fine, but don't love it. All right, so Snapcaster doesn't help because I have these cages. I don't hate Dredge that much. Like, you can speak its name. That's fine. Forbidden Orchard. They're casting Stony Silence? Nope. Oh, they're casting Archon. Nope. That's not allowed. Now I have 2 attackers for Dak. Attackers. Nope. Time Vault is in the deck. Just need to find that. My good friend Black Lotus. Attack Dak. Attack Dak. Go, go, go. Alright, so Dak's going to die next turn. Especially if they want to do something silly like cast another spell. Niv Mizzet would be insane here because I can't counter it. Yeah, my opponent did just double my clock, but they would have won on the spot if that worked. Alright, discarding Grizzlebrand. Alright, there's a Time Walk. Alright, that lets Dak live another turn. They want Niv Mizzet, and which means I want Caracas. What I really want is Time Vault. That's the real answer. All right, blue-green mana. What you got? Ugh. This is such a crazy game. We've had really good games here tonight. Gaia's Blessing targeting Lotus, Archon, and Jace. Yeah, I'm not going to fight over that. You can have cards back in your deck. Yeah, Vault or Tutor are both great. Yogwill and Snapcaster aren't good. Snapcaster's a 2-1 though, so I'd still play it. Alright, that is not helping me. Tack, tack. Tack, tack. Yeah, Mentor is obviously an insane draw as well. I really don't want to get Niv Mizzeted. That's the card I'm worried most about. But I can still beat Niv Mizzet if I draw Time Vault in a timely manner. A Time Vaultly manner. Alright, Preordain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now they would need a land to go with the Niv Mizzet. They bottomed. I like it. They're slowly building up cards in hand though. They were hellbent recently. Okay, that would save some speed. Thanks for the tip, Oz. Alright, come on, Time Vault. Nope. Draw. Time Vault. Ponder. That's kind of like Time Vault. Functionally Time Vault. Still can't cast that with white mana though. As hard as I try. Alright. Alright, I'm going to kill Dak. And then I'm going to PO and win this game. So right click outside, attack with all creatures, Dak. Okay, sweet. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, this should do it. Unless they've built up 3 counterspells in hand. In which case, we just keep playing and go again next turn. But we get to make a ton of mana on the way through. Oh no, don't misstep me, bro. Alright, game's on hard mode now. Actually, that's not even true. I can bounce my cages with PO. And then just Yogwill. Oh god, what's happening? Moto suddenly decided those belong next to each other. And off we go again. Red Blast. Right. Counterspell. Don't have another counterspell, please. Alright, they conceded. They gave up. We did it. Alright, game 3. Man, that Grafdigger's Cage was clutch. That was so good. Yeah, nice. We beat a turn 1 Jace. That was crazy. My opponent even apologized for the nut draw at one point in chat, and I was just like, whatever, it's vintage. And then we won. Alright. Yeah, and a turn 2 Oath. They had turn 1 Jace, turn 2 Oath with Orchard and counterspells back up. Yeah, and my opponent also just reminded me in chat that at one point I had 0 cards in hand against Jace, Dak, and Oath. That was an insane game. All right, I don't think I have a better plan for game 3. Like that deck is as good as it gets. And somehow we're still pretty close on clock. I was worried that I'd be just like 15 minutes behind after all that. All right, so I have a turn 1 PO for 2, or for 3 actually. 2 if they misstep, or 0 if they messed up. I'm going to keep this. They left up the terrifying red mana. Let's draw Force of Will. Force of Will? That's not Force of Will. Good news, though. We can scroll for Ancestral. Or they showed me missteps. Like, how do I play this game where I don't get misstepped? So I could just get Force of Will here. Now I'll get the Ancestral. And I'll fire it off in their upkeep. Yeah, Force of Will is a 3-for-1, but it makes sure that my things happen, which is what I'm really after here. Shit, they had misstep. Alright, I was hoping to bait out a Pyroblast with that. Alright, do they play Null Rod? Alright, Time Walk, okay. Oh, Dak would be a fucking beating here. Oath is fine. I'll fight through an Oath. Yeah, no Dak. Ooh, no nothing. They're just passing priority. Yeah, Dak is always a fucking beating, it's true. I won the flip. Hooray. Grafdigger's Cage, go. All right, so if they counter this, I still have Cage. If they don't, I crush. All right, and then next turn I can Yogg-Will and do all this again. So Dak is the worst thing they can do to me by a lot. I mean, Null Rod is also a complete nightmare. No Null Rod, no Dak. Oh no, I can't. Oh shit, I forgot about Cage. I cannot Yogg-Will. Shit! All right, we got some serious vintage happening now. The good news is if they Dak me, they have to give me a 1/1 to do it. Yeah, I sculpted that whole plan around this Yogg-Will just rebuying all my spells, but then Grafdigger's Cage was in play. PO. PO. Like I say all the time, just shout out the name of the card you want to draw and it'll appear. Force of Will, huh? Oh, they had to pitch Niv Mizzet. That's good news. All right, I'm going to go for a Brainstorm and see if I can find the gas here. Force blue card off this Brainstorm. All right. Force of Will resolves. Bummer. So lucky. That's all you can do. Like, cackling is the only response to that. No Jace, no Jace. Bummer. All right. All right, so yeah, I definitely want a PO, and then I'll try to figure out the Time Walk situation later. Yep. Well, here comes another is correct. Ram him onto the stack. Let's do it. Did Jace reward you again? They do play Pyroblast. Oh, force pitching Jace. They had it all. They're so lucky. All right, this is just Yogwill. I'm just trying to get through my pile here. All right, well, unfortunately, I'm going to get wrecked by my own cage here. Yeah, that cage was kind of greedy. Like, I cast it and there wasn't even an oath in play. And like, I had Yogwill and he didn't have oath. So I punted this game by playing my powerful hate card. You know, Time Walk isn't going to bait him there. Like, it's just going to... I don't think he's going to fall for it. All right, what I hope is going to happen now is he casts Oath and kills Grafdigger's Cage somehow. I mean, yeah, like, we're going to play a lot more game, but I have... All right, so I still have Repeal. I could repeal my own cage, and then Yogwill. We would have won this game so hard if Yogwill was castable, though. I guess I only need one black, though. What am I talking about? And I'm going to bleed out to this Mana Crypt. PO, PO, PO. Alright, I'll put that onto the stack. Never mad about that. Alright, misstep. You got me. Yeah, this was... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I had a window. Zapod42, thanks for the follow. This has been an insane night of Magic. Like, this is like serious awesome vintage. Uh-oh. The bad news is, if he can answer this at instant speed, I still lose. If he has to answer it at sorcery speed, I win on the spot. But what sorcery speed answer would they play to this? That doesn't even make sense. All he has to do is keep Jacing and let my Mana Crypt kill me. Like, Tinker would actually be insane here because it would just get rid of Mana Crypt. Snapcaster is not a draw because of the cage. Alright, so I have to hope that he... Alright, he's going for it. I have to hope that he oaths into something that doesn't kill me. Alright, so it's probably going to be Archon. It's Archon or Grizzerbrand. Alright, Archon is in play. Gaia's Blessing just hit the graveyard. Alright, there is a Null Red in this deck. Alright, we can't play artifacts. Alright, can I beat this thing? Balance is in my sideboard and also doesn't help me. Alright, we can't play any more artifacts. I don't think I can win. Cage, I think, is just an artifact by Alpha Rules, not a mono artifact. Oh no. Alright. That's bad times. So they get to Oath again? They get to find Grizzlebrand if they want. Oh, no, they didn't want to do that. They might have boarded him out. No, but we saw him game 2. Oh, this creature also has Vidge. I forgot about that. Oh, they have 6 cards in hand too. Oh no, that's while Jace is resolving. They actually have 4 cards in hand, but we're still fucked. So fucked. Yeah, will is gonna happen now. All right, what can I do? I won the flip. Get wrecked. Right on time. Yeah, I think I may have punted this game by casting the cage before I had to. And we're dead. That was an insane game to end the night on. Not even mad. After winning that game too, that we had no right to. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get stuck in hindsight. Like, obviously, I ended up getting locked out by my own cage, but like, who knows if he could have just jammed a turn 2 oath in the meantime. All right, so that's the stream for the night. I am done. I'll finish up this league Wednesday night. So I'll be back on Wednesday. And yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everyone, for a full night of hot vintage action. If you had fun hanging out, make sure to smash that follow button. My Twitter is on your screen at Bosch and Roll. Check me out for stream updates, magic stuff. I post deck lists a lot there, screenshots, good stuff, good content. Now let's find someone we can raid. Who do we like? Ooh, Jarvis is streaming my deck. All right, we're gonna raid Jarvie. Suspicious. I am not playing Pauper on Saturday. I am not playing Magic at all on Saturday. Got other stuff to do. But here we go. Let's go bother Jarvis.